This is Athletes Lives Network exclusive interviews. Today our guest is basketball player, East Chicago Central, Flint Powell, class of 1992. How you doing, Flint?
All right, brother. How you doing?
Doing real good. I want to thank you for being on the website. It's a pleasure having you on. And I just want to get some feedback on who you are, your athletic experiences. Also, I want to kind of touch on, your younger brother, Tremel Powell, and also your son that's coming up through the ranks at EC Central as well. So first question, just give us a little feedback on your early influences in sports and who you are.
Well, my name is Flint Powell, and I'm from New Edition, section of East Chicago. And I grew up playing basketball in the city of East Chicago, S.E. Orange Center. We had a beautiful summer league when I was growing up. It's really pretty much non-existent, now. But that's my background growing up in New Edition playing summer league.
Okay.
Excuse me.
What players, when you was growing up, was maybe a little better than you at the time? Who you wanted to play against?
Well, I felt like I was the best point guard in the city, until I ran into Lonzel French.
Okay.
Lonzel French was, he was a point guard, that could do the same things that I can do. He could handle the rock. He was a hell of a passer. He was a tougher scorer. He was a better scorer than I was. But that's who, that I compare my game to, when I was coming out. That was like my little rival, that Lonzel Khan.
Gotcha. So growing up in New Edition, you was like in the middle of Calumet and the Harbor. So what elementary school did you go to?
I went to Columbus for 3 years, and then the city shut that down and transferred all of us, bused us all over the bridge to Washington Elementary in the Harbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at Washington Elementary, was you playing basketball then?
Yeah. I played 2 years at Washington Elementary. We won 2 city championships both of those years.
Wow.
So those were some of the same guys that I continued to play all the way up through high school with.
Who played with you on those teams?
Me, Abe Brown, the current coach of Central High School right now.
Gotcha.
Maurice Phillips, Marlon Anderson, Robert Battle. Yeah, we had a dream team over there.
Wow.
That's what we built our little foundation at over at Washington Elementary.
Gotcha. Now you go on the West Side Junior High School. What advanced in your basketball game? Because you say you the best point guard, but what part of your game improved from when you was a 5th and 6th grader to now you at West Side Junior High?
Well, just being more aware on the court. Having court vision. We played AAU ball. We traveled a little bit. We got a chance to see other athletes from other cities and other states. We went down to Indianapolis and played. We went to Rensselaer. So we got a chance to travel a little bit. So we played against a few kids from the city. So just opening up and playing in the summer and playing against better competition. Just court vision. I was a little more mature. My ball handling skills got better. My jump shot was still shady. I should have been working more on my jump shot. But other than that, I would just say my court vision and basically just being an overall better point guard.
Okay, now you're a junior. At West Side Junior High. Now you got the Calumet athletes combined with you guys to build that dynasty at Washington Elementary.
Right.
Now, what is the pressures of competing with all that talent?
We got better. Like I said, I was playing with Lonzel instead of against him. So, we had another guard along with me and Coop, Robert, that made our team even much better. A solid point guard that came in, that brought more dimension and depth to our team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you guys win a state championship again? City championship again at what side?
No, we beat Block. So I guess the only other middle school in the town. So I guess if you would call that a championship, but it wasn't really a championship. We just played them, I believe, once a season, once in the 7th grade and once in the 8th grade.
Gotcha. Before we touch on your freshman season at East Chicago Central, I want to ask you something. In 1986, the city decided to combine two high schools together, East Chicago Washington, East Chicago Roosevelt. Give me your feelings on that. And I say that because I feel like we losing scholarships, because now it's just 12 spots instead of being 24 at 2 different high schools.
Well, I don't know about the politics of it at the time because I was in the 5th, 6th grade, but I do know I wanted to play for Roosevelt. I was taught and trained, and I was reared by my big homies that played at Roosevelt. Bump, Chevis, Tony Hares, the teams he fought those guys. My brother played with them. Fish, Maine. I was reared by those guys. Clay Brooks,
Yeah.
Terry Artis, my big cousin Anthony Jucks. So I wanted to follow in their footsteps and play for Roosevelt. So as a kid, I was kind of hurt when they tore down Roosevelt because I wanted to continue on the legacy, like I say, of the big guys that I learned the game from watching them come up.
Gotcha. Now you're a freshman at Central. Now, what's the pressures of being a freshman basketball player at EC with all that talent once again? Because now we have talent from Calumet, Harbor, New Edition, EC, all together on one team.
Yeah, it was crazy freshman year. We had I don't know, maybe 50, 60 kids trying for the team.
Wow.
And everybody wanted to play. But like I said, we played. The kids that they chose grew up in the ranks that the coaches at the time already basically knew who we were because we grew up in the ranks. We were already playing AAU ball. We were already playing summer league ball. So we had basically built reputations by the time that we had got to Central High School. So basically a good solid 10 of us, they basically had their eye on anyway, to build the core, the nucleus of the team. But it was the competition was just, and it was a lot of good guys that could have went to other schools and made a freshman team and possibly even a JV team. But we just was on another level, man. I mean, we had real game, and these kids now, they not even in shape like how we was in shape. We was in shape back then. All of our activities were basically outdoor activities. We had a girlfriend in the harbor. We walked over there.
Gotcha.
We was in shape, man. But the competition, was fierce, and it was a 2-day process, man. Like I said, I seen a lot of good guys that could have played at Central High School, but the competition level was so high that those guys was forced out.
Gotcha. So how did your freshman season was it positive for you as an individual and also as a team? What happened?
Well, our freshman season, we went undefeated.
Wow.
We was the first team. The freshman class of 1989 was the first, and I believe the only team. I don't know. I would have to ask Pete or the guys that's still up there, Pete and Abe, about this. But I believe that we were the only class at Central High School thus far that has ever went undefeated.
Wow. Wow. Now you're a sophomore at Central. Now what is your goals? The ultimate goal is to play varsity. But just give me a little feedback on your sophomore season.
And my sophomore season was up and down. I was ineligible a lot my sophomore season. But I was on the JV squad my sophomore season. That was a year I saw a lot of my guys that I grew up with. Well, a few of my guys that I grew up playing since elementary with. They were cool. Maurice Phillips, Marlon Anderson. They were boosted up to the varsity squad that year. That was the year of 1990.
Yes.
Big Jared Buggs, Dale Mark Johnson, Big Judah Parks. Judah Parks was a star.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he held the scoring title until Etwan broke it just recently.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was the class of 1990, my sophomore year.
How did it make you feel seeing your peers who you competed with at Washington, 5th and 6th grade, also at Westside? Now them guys kind of advancing, not really that far from you, but now they going to the next level, and you still playing JV.
Well, you're a little jealous. We all ballers.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, you proud, seeing you guys out there.
Exactly.
Dressing up and suiting up, moving up with the varsity guys. That's all a dream of ours.
Yes.
We've been dreaming about playing varsity and winning a state title, since we was kids. So, yeah, it was cool. And Coop was actually getting a lot of little action. That was the first year Simeon came over, and at the time they had an All-American on their team. He was in the top 20. Matter of fact, I think he made the McDonald's All-American game that year.
Okay.
Deion Thomas.
Yeah, I remember Deion.
He went on to play at University of Illinois.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. So did seeing your peers, playing varsity, they give you more motivation to improve your game, or in the classroom and everything? Did it give you more motivation?
Yeah, we all want to step up and play varsity after that. That was all our plans anyway. But we didn't know that we was going to get broke up as fast as we did. You know, now you got all of the junior girls and the senior girls liking you because you're on varsity. You know, you're popular and everything is cool. You know, it was cool watching them play varsity.